Welcome or welcome back to Solo Marvel Champion. Today is the penultimate scenario in my Shatterverse campaign. This is Cable Justice versus Red Skull. Let's power through setup. Red House is in play with 3 counters. The Sleeper is out of play. We get to campaign setup. Calculate travel time, distance is 3, +1 for training. I did train make the calls from Nightcrawler, who got them from Ant-Man. So my training is +1. However, I am not including the make the calls in this deck. Thematically, he stopped for the training, but decided I don't need those. So they are not in the deck, but that does give me a total travel time of 4. Step 2 says put that much thread on the main. Shouldn't be a big deal. Step 2.5 says shuffle this Infinity Stone, which should be the Time Stone, into the encounter deck. And then put the Infinity Stone's environment into play, which is what will pop off that stone's special if it comes up. Step 3 says I get to search my deck for a card with a cost less than or equal to this 4. And I'm going to pick Askani'son. Let's get this out of the way. Askani'son will be in my opening hand. He does have a setup, which is going to let me go find a player side scheme and put it into play, but that happens last. So I still have to draw my opening hand and mulligan, and I do get 2 mulligans if I want them before I do that setup. Gunboat Diplomacy came in Nightcrawler's deck, and I'm going to try it out here. It looks fun. Okay. These are all good, and I'm not going to mulligan because I don't want build support in my hand. So I have drawn my opening hand. Let's use his setup to go find build support and put it into play. This is a fat deck. I think this is 50 cards. But I might have taken it back down to like 48 or 49. I can't remember. All right, build support is in play. Now, Soulstone, first ally I play every turn, has a reduced cost. I can pay it for 1 less. Power Stone +1 attack. Mind Stone +1 thwart. So when I do flip up, I've got 2 thwart to attack. We are going to start. I'm going to pay 2 for that telekinetic force field just because it's fun. Let's put Skilled Investigator down. I'm not going to put Askani'son down yet. I'm going to thwart 3 to clear build support. Now, it goes away. I get to go find Gray Malkin, put it into play. Because I defeated a side scheme, I draw a card and Cable readies. Look at that, 2 turn the tides. Because after I clear that, I'll be able to play those. Right now, Red Skull can't take damage, but as soon as I take those 3 off of there, he can take damage. We're going to use Gray Malkin to play Askani'son. And I'm going to actually move these around a bit. Between these 2 cards, Gray Malkin and Askani'son, I'm going to be able to deal with whatever comes out of here. And I'm going to shuffle that when the first one would come out. I'll be able to deal with any side scheme that comes out of here except for the Sleeper Awakens just by using these 2 cards. So now I'm going to thwart 3, clear Red House, And now, after my hero thwarts and removes all the threat from a scheme, deal 3 damage to an enemy. I'm going to do that twice. I'm going to hold on to Gunboat Diplomacy because I need an X-Men ally to use it. So let's just see what happens. Professor X would be great, but I don't need Professor X. Dazzler would be good too. There's another Turn the Tide. And I never noticed that's a response, which means I can do that when I clear this one when it comes out. Let's give these a shuffle. These are the rest of the side schemes. I don't want this to be the Sleeper Awakens. One goes on the main, and after that, this comes up. This has 2. He is attacking, and I'm going to defend. Askani'son says, after I defend against an enemy attack, exhaust it, spend an energy resource, remove threat equal to this. Now, that's probably after the entire attack comes through, so he's attacking for 1, and if this resolves during an undefended attack, discard a support I control. It is defended. So he attacks for 1. I take no damage. I'm going to exhaust Askani'son, spend an energy resource to remove 3 threat here. Hero response, draw a card. Response, Turn the Tide, deal 3. Now, his response after he defeats the side scheme, ready him. This is an upgrade, which is allowing me to defeat it. So that is Cable defeating it. After a side scheme is defeated, ready Grey Malkin. There's Blindfold, which will go good with Gunboat Diplomacy. 1 encounter card. Attached to Red Skull, he gains Retaliate. Spend 1 of each to discard. I'm not sure I care too much about that Retaliate. Let's probably need to play that for Justice, but not if I'm going to play Gunboat Diplomacy. I'm going to spend all 3 of these for Blindfold. Look at the top 5 card. I think the only one I don't care about here is this. And then these go back in the same order. Now, I am not going to thwart with her. I'm going to use Grey Malkin to play Gunboat Diplomacy. Hero action, exhaust, and X-Force. And X-Men character. Remove threat equal to their combined thwart. That's 3, 4, 5. Deal damage equal to that as well. So I'm going to deal 5 damage. Defeats Red Skull. When defeated, deal a face down encounter card. Let's ready. Ooh, Overwatch is nice. I do have another skilled investigator. I just had that to help me if I needed it to get it out faster. 1 goes on the main, and after it does, this comes out. Now, discard 5 for each different resource, put a threat on there. It's mental, 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 temporal, energy. So, oh, I hate losing that body slide. 3 goes on there, which is totally fine. He's attacking me for 2, and I defend for 2. That's 2. If it resolves during an undefended attack, it does not. I take no damage. Greymalkin Askani'son clears that. These ready. This draws me a card. 1 encounter card, 2 encounter cards. Guard, who gives me an extra encounter card when I defeat him, and the regular, who incites. Now, I forgot his health over here. One thing, I love clearing these during the villain phase, but also, unless I draw a player side scheme, I can't do the thing he wants to do on his turn. She is going to thwart that 2 off. I already forgot about Soulstone. I paid 3 for Blindfold. He has a guard, so I would like to get rid of him. So instead of using her to clear that, I'm going to use that Skilled Investigator to play Beak. He's going to remove 2 and attack this guy for 1. Then Cable deals 3, defeats him, and I get an encounter card. I might also play Dazzler. If I play Dazzler, I can defeat this guy and go down to Alter Ego. I don't really have a reason to go to Alter Ego, though. So I could just let that Confuse sit on Red Skull in case I draw in advance. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4 for Dazzler. Already kind of running out of room here. She confuses, and she's going to attack and defeat that regular. I'm going to hold on to Mind Scan. That Technovirus Purge is not going to be a problem to get rid of. 1 goes on, and this flips. 3. Ooh, when I defeat that, I'm going to get to put an ally in, but that can't be Professor X because he's in my hand. Nor can it be Marrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I've only got one ally left in the deck. So he's attacking for 2. Defend for 2. 2, and if I'm in hero form, he attacks again, but without a boost. So I take no damage. These clear the side scheme. Ready's Greymalkin and Cable. I draw a card. And now I have a reason to go down. Put Angel into play. Unfortunately, putting Angel into play also means I have to push one of these guys out. Let's push Beak out. He attacked me again for 2. And let's just use Blindfold to block. I don't care. Especially because I would like to play Marrow. You get 2 encounter cards. Give him a tough, he attacks me. See, I want his attack, or I want his thwart So let's let Dazzler block this one. 1, 2, 3. Dazzler is gone. Next encounter card. There we go. Time Stone. This is what makes that pop off. Discard the top 4 of my deck. Place 1 threat on the main for each different type. Energy, energy, mental, energy. So it's 2 types, 2 goes on. Okay. Let's do... See, he does have Retaliate now, which stinks a little bit. Let's knock off his Tough. He takes Retaliate and then Consequential. Play the Technovirus Purge. Let's pay 1 for Professor. Energy, energy. For 4 Justice, removes 4. I'm going to thwart 3, which clears this. Gives me +1 to everything. And this is in victory, but I'm going to put it here to remind me. Gray Malkin and Cable ready. I'm going to pay 1 for Marrow, who deals 2 damage to an enemy when he comes in. Sarah, that's a she. Marrow will attack for 2. I will attack for 4. All right, let's ready. Oh, did I want to go down? Before I look at those, do I want to go down and pull another side scheme? I'm just going to stay up. I really wanted to grab Lay the Trap there, but I should have. I'd already seen Clear the Area, so I didn't think that would be fair. 1 goes on, which means this comes up. This only has 2. He's attacking, and I defend for 2. That's 1, 2. Only 2. I take no damage. Gray Malkin, Askani'son, remove threat here. Yeah, we'll do it there. These ready, and Skilled Investigator draws me a card. Lock and Load would go get my rifle. Actually, I want to try to defeat him before the Sleeper comes out. 1 encounter card. Place 2 threat on each scheme in play. This goes up to 6 of 8. Okay. I only have 1, 2. Let's put a 2 out here. This is to remind me that I have 2 in the victory display. I have 2 in the victory display, but I could get a 3rd. See, I already have a Telekinetic Blast, though. Telekinetic Blast is going to deal, right now, 8. So I don't even have to do anything crazy. Let's just do 1, 2, 3 for Telekinetic Blast. It's going to deal 6 damage to an enemy, plus 1 additional for each side scheme in the victory display. Then I'll attack and defeat Red Skull. Let's go to victory. can't do any training because there is no additional villain zone. But I do go find that stone. That was the time stone. I gained control of it. Now that I have all 6 Infinity Stones, I can go fight Thanos to get the Infinity Gauntlet. However, I do have some notes on Game 7 against Thanos. I am going to ramp this up a little bit. I've played that game with Thanos without the Infinity Stones a few times, and while it's thematic and interesting because he doesn't have the stones, he's way less powerful, it's not very satisfying to beat him. So I've been playing around with some ideas for him to get Infinity Stones back from you while he's playing you. So the next game, the final game, will be against Thanos. I am going to revamp the Thanos game rules and probably create another another environment to go into that Thanos game. Also, I want you guys to vote. I am going to put a poll. As soon as this video goes public, I'm going to put a poll. Which of the heroes in this campaign do you want me to see go against Thanos? This video is going live on the 27th. And is it the 27th? No, this will be early October. As soon as this video goes public, like before you've even watched it, I'm going to have a poll down in the comments. Or not in the comments. I'm going to have a poll on my community tab. Vote for which hero you want me to see from this Shatterverse to go against Thanos. All right, that's it. I have played all 6 games of Shatterverse with only Thanos left. Let me know what you thought. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a marvelous day.